Hello friends, welcome to BISP Solutions. Myself Ashwin and I work as a technical consultant at BISP Solutions. BISP Solutions is a tech company and provide technological solutions across the world. Now in this video I am going to show you how to predict the loan eligibility of a candidate based on some certain information. For example, let me give you one example here. Look at this. I am having one record in NetSuite in which I have some information related to candidate, that is loan amount, funded amount, whatever, how much loan he wants, whatever funded amount, then what is the interest rate, whether he is having his own house or rental house, debit to income, and then whatever interest he is receiving. All this prediction is all about the information related to a candidate, right? It is just like as I explained you in my previous video also. For example, if the government wants to open a college in a city, then government will check what is the how many youths are there, how many schools are there in that particular city. Then only government will open the university, right? So everything depends on the information which is related to candidate. Suppose if a company wants to open its cold drink plant in a city, so definitely the company will check, or company wants to open a big shop in a city. So in that case, company will check that what are the surrounding areas, what is the highest temperature goes there. So based on that, company will decide that okay, we will build this infrastructure there in that particular city. So everything depends on the informations. Here also we are having some information, and now we are going to predict whether that candidate is eligible to grant loan. So the answer would be either yes or no. Okay. So this is how Perceptron, and we are using Perceptron. So Perceptron algorithm is used in such type of conditions. Okay. Now have a look at this. We will predict whether the candidate is eligible for loan using Perceptron. So let's go to the browser, and then now look at this. I have downloaded an Excel sheet somewhere here, right? I have downloaded the Excel sheet. Now, on the basis of that, we are going to work on it. Okay, so let's start. First of all, what we are going to do, we are going to import all the necessary information, necessary libraries. Okay, so let me bring all the necessary libraries. These are the libraries: scikit-learn, torch, numpy, panda, right? So these are the libraries that I'm going to pull. Then our next task is to read the data. Read the data means reading the Excel sheet. Now you can see here our sheet name is loan underscore data. So what we are going to do, we are going to read this loan underscore data, and I will just hit the enter button. Now you can see here person, gender, income, home ownership, loan amount, everything is given here, right? Now what we are going to do, first of all, now see Perceptron logic or Perceptron algorithm, it does not work on alphabetical value. So what we are going to do, we will just convert into dummies, right? So we will convert the complete data into numerical values. Okay, so let's have a look on this. 0 and 1, right? We have converted all the data into 0 and 1. Then what we are going to do, we have to we are going to have two variables, x and y. Inside this x we will drop loan status, and in y we will put loan status, yes or no, right? After that, if I show you the print shape, so print x shape and y shape. So this is the shape here, right? Now we are going to check. Now we are going to check the train test. Now we are going to insert all the data into x train, x test, y train, and y test. As we all know, we have been doing this practice for the last few videos. So same thing, X train, X test, Y train, Y test. Okay. Train test split. It's a function. Okay. Now after that, we have to standardize the data and we have to fit the data into algorithm. So fit underscore transform. Again, it's a function X train and X test. Okay. Then you have to convert into PyTorch tensor also. So we are going to convert them into tensor, that is the array, right? These are the arrays, right? Tensor is nothing but the array, but in here technology we call it as tensor. Now see here. Uh, yes. Now we have taken X train tensor, Y train tensor, X test tensor, and Y test tensor. Okay. So after this, now we are going to define a class or a function. We are going to define a function of Perceptron. Look at this. This is a function of Perceptron. Okay. And then what I'm going to do here, just hit the enter button. After that, I will use input dimension exchange shape. That means only one. So after this, we have to initialize the model, right? And we have to define the loss and optimizer, right? So just hit this button. Yes, here. Perceptron input dimension and define loss optimizer. Binary cross entropy loss, BCE loss. In our previous video, we have seen MSE loss, right? So BCE loss here, this is a showing that what is the loss? That means difference between the actual and predicted. Now we are going to train this model, right? So we are going to run the epoch, okay? Just epochs. Epochs means the repetition. Now if you see here, 1000 epochs. And now I am going to for epoch in range, that means repetition. So what it will do, look at this. 1000 repetitions, how it worked. After that, we have to plot the data. Now we are plotting the data here. Look at this. Now after thousands of repetition, it becomes like this. Suppose what if I would have run, just make it 100, just make it 100, right? And then enter it. Now see here and then enter it. Look at this, straight line is coming. Suppose if I make it 50, 50, okay. Now what will happen? Look at this. So see the difference, the number of epochs you are running. Okay, and then you will see here 1000 and then here look at this. So then if you increase the number of epochs, the loss will be less and the accuracy will be more. After that, what you will do here, now plot.show is done. Now let's do this. Look at this. Accuracy is 89%, 88%. It is showing the accuracy. Evaluate the model. We are evaluating the model, right? So the accuracy is 88%. Now what I'm going to do, I'm putting a fresh data, right? I am putting a fresh data here. Now this is the data, fresh data. I have just copied the data and then I have put this same data. It is same as here, but with a little difference, right? And then what I will do, I will just hit the enter button and see here predicted class 1, loan status yes, and then predicted probability is this. That means for this particular purpose, this perceptron is perfectly suited. Okay, so now let's have a quick recap again. First of all, what we have done, we have pulled the libraries, necessary libraries, then we have read the document, that is the CSV file. After that, we converted all the alphabetic value into the numerical values because it runs only on numerical data. Okay, so now after that, we have defined two variables x, y, and what is the x shape and y shape here. Then x train test and y train test model is defined, standardizing the data, to fit inside it. Then tensor definition is here. After that, define the perceptron model. We are defining model, and then what we have done here, perceptron, if I hit here, look at this. Epochs. Suppose if I run it 200, 2000 times. Let's have a look here. If I run it 2000 times. Now look at the repetitions, epochs, right? After that, if I run this now, now look at this, the curve is changed. That means the more repetition you have, the more accuracy you will get. Okay. After that, I put some single data, and inside that single data, you can see loan status is yes. So this is how the perceptron algorithm works, and you can apply it on any type of data. For example, if you are having a student's previous data, for example, how much he earned in fifth standard, how much percent, then how much percent he has earned in 12th, and then 10th, and then after that in BSc or any other field, how much he has taken out, and now is he eligible to grant the loan of study loan. So based on that prediction also you can apply this. So it can be used in many conditions where the answer is yes or no, right? So guys, I recommend you to try with different data sets. Watch this video again, and if anything is not clear to you, you can put it into the comment box. I will resolve it. And those who are new for this channel, please subscribe my channel for getting the notification of latest videos. So guys, thanks for watching the video. In next video, we will see some other functionality of Perceptron. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching the video.